Welcome to the story world. Title: The Power of Silence. Once upon a time, in the village of Krishna Nagar, lived a grumpy farmer named Hira. He was known throughout the village for his short temper and his tendency to scold children without reason. He was a man who valued action above all else, rarely taking time to simply be still. Farmer Hira cherished one thing above all else: his grandfather's silver pocket watch. It wasn't fancy, just a simple, worn watch, but it held immense sentimental value. One sunny afternoon, while repairing a fence in his barn, Hira felt a familiar weight disappear from his pocket. His watch was gone. He searched frantically, his old hands rummaging through the fragrant hay, but the watch was nowhere to be found. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the barn floor, despair settled over him. He slumped onto a bale of hay, his heart heavy with loss. Suddenly, he saw a group of children playing noisily outside. A plan formed in his mind. "Children," he called, his voice hoarse. "I've lost my grandfather's watch in the barn. Whoever finds it will receive a big reward, a whole bag of sweets and a shiny new toy." The children, excited by the promise of treats, rushed into the barn, creating a whirlwind of giggling and excited shouts. They searched high and low, their small hands frantically digging through the hay. The barn buzzed with activity, a happy chaos of rustling hay and excited whispers. But as time passed, their energy waned. The hay tickled, the search proved more difficult than they'd imagined. And one by one, the children gave up, their initial enthusiasm replaced by tired sighs. Only a few remained, their faces streaked with dust and disappointment. Hira, his hope fading, prepared to give up. "I'm sorry, children," he said, his voice filled with regret. "It seems my watch is lost forever." He started to close the barn door. Just then, a small voice piped up. "Mr. Hira," a little boy named Mohan said, his eyes shining with determination. "Please, sir, may I try?" Hira hesitated. He was tired, and the others hadn't found anything. But something in Mohan's earnest gaze convinced him. "Very well," he sighed, leaving the barn door ajar. "But be quick." Mohan entered the barn. Unlike the other children, he didn't rush around. He sat quietly amidst the hay, closing his eyes. He listened. The barn was quiet, except for the gentle rustling of the hay and a faint tick-tock. He focused intently on the tiny sound. The tick-tock grew louder, guiding him towards its source. Slowly, carefully, he moved through the hay, following the sound until his fingers brushed against something cool and metallic. He pulled it out. Farmer Hira's watch. Hira was overjoyed. He rushed to Mohan, his eyes brimming with tears. "You found it. You actually found it." "Yes, sir," Mohan replied, beaming. "I just listened. When everything was quiet, I could hear the watch ticking." Hira kept his promise, showering Mohan with sweets and a bright red toy truck. But the greatest reward for Hira was getting his grandfather's watch back. That night, as Hira sat on his porch, the gentle ticking of his watch a comforting rhythm, he understood the power of silence. He realized that sometimes the best way to find something, whether a lost watch or a solution to a problem, is to quiet the noise and listen. The quietest voices, he learned, are often the clearest. From that day on, Hira made sure to take a few moments each day for quiet reflection, remembering the lesson learned in his dusty old barn. His temper softened, and he learned to listen to the children, understanding their perspectives better. He even started a small garden where the children could play quietly, appreciating the peace and the power of silence. He learned that silence wasn't just the absence of noise, but a space for listening, learning, and growing, and the gentle tick-tock of his grandfather's watch served as a constant reminder of this valuable lesson. For more videos, please subscribe our channel.